You know what I'm gonna say? Here, let me mute this. Emmanuel Navarrete, WBO 126-pound champion. He's a good fighter. I can't say he's a great boxer. You know, and from my understanding, and I'm guessing we're going to hear it from Bob Aramo in the post-fight interviews or maybe in some interviews, but I saw online, by the way, this fight happened on Friday night. It's now Sunday. I just fucked off this whole weekend of boxing, but I am back full time now. You know, sometimes you need a little bit of a break. And I didn't expect for Mikey Garcia to lose to Sandor Martin. And this fight, even when it was announced, Emmanuel Navarrete versus Joet Gonzalez, we knew, or fans knew, wow, okay, that's going to be a good, exciting fight. But many, from my understanding, were still picking Emmanuel Navarrete to win. But I'm going to go ahead and say it. He's supposed to be, I'm guessing, fighting Oscar Valdez next at 130 pounds. So he's going to be moving up another weight class again from 122, where he had a lot of fights, very active 2020 and 2019 after defeating Isaac Dogbay twice. And now, by the way, you got to see Joet's face. I want you to see it. And well, let's listen in. Are they going to the cards? He's exhausted. He's still on a stool.
He's going to punch, baby.
Jeez. So from my understanding, Joet Gonzalez has been fighting he was fighting with a broken face since round number 3. That's some balls right there. But you know, us full-blooded El Chicano males, you know, I'm half black, half Irish, and half full-blooded El Chicano. You know, that's in our blood. You know, we don't give up. But, you know, what I was saying is, and let me stop mentioning my words, I'm just not feeling Emmanuel Navarrete. Like, and I'm talking about like this, like, I like him as a fighter. You know, he's going to be in exciting fights, but I don't think he's unified champion material or multi-division champion material. Well, he's champion in 2 divisions. But 130, I think maybe a little bit more, like a little bit too much to chew. Let's see, they're going to the cards, and we're going to talk some more. My man Mark Chinook.
San Diego, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Pat Russell scores the bout 118-110. Max DeLuca and Patricia Morse-Jarman score the bout 116-112 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still, WBO featherweight champion of the world, Emmanuel Vaquero Navarrete.
I just personally think 130 pounds is a little bit too much. And herbal tea or not, I think Oscar Valdez is going to ice him pretty much. I think Oscar Valdez may knock him out, you know, because he's shown vulnerabilities. He's shown he can be hit. It's just that here's his traits. He's a high volume pressure fighting power puncher with long arms. Oscar Valdez is listed at 5'6", 5'5.5" or so. We're gonna look at that in a minute. Let's listen to the post-fight interview.
State of Boxing on ESPN starts right now.
I have not watched one episode of like State of Boxing. Can you believe that?
Champ, you haven't lost since 2012. Was this the toughest fight for you since then?
Perdido desde 2012, esta ha sido la pelea más dura que has tenido.
Sin duda alguna, yo creo que Joet sacó más que las expectativas. Peleadorazo, Joet muy duro.
Without a doubt, Joel exceeded expectations. He's such a fighter, a great fighter.
What was the difference tonight between you and him?
¿Cuál fue la diferencia hoy entre ti y él?
Yo creo que la condición que adquirimos en cuanto a la preparación tuvo que ver mucho y pues por ende fue una pelea muy pareja y muy fuerte.
I think the difference was the conditioning. It was a very close fight, but I think the conditioning was like the difference between him and me.
Did you feel that you had him hurt at any time? And were you ever hurt?
¿Pensaste que lo lastimaste en algún momento o en algún momento él te lastimó a ti?
No, sin duda alguna, pienso que sí hubo momentos en los que él pues se caía de repente, pero no, siempre estuvo fuerte y constantemente. Y sí, alguna vez me conectó 2 o 3 golpes en la contienda que sí me puso un poquito mal.
Yeah, well, without a doubt, I hurt him, but every single time he came back, and also he hurt me. A couple shots he landed hurt me during the fight.
Champ, it's been a thrilling ride. What do you want to go from here?
Ha sido una corrida emocionante. ¿De dónde quieres ir de aquí en adelante?
Oh, sí, fue algo súper emocionante para todo el público. Espero les haya gustado mucho. Y yo creo que merezco buenas peleas de aquí en adelante, aún mejor y mejores retos.
It has been an exciting ride so far, and from now on, I want the bigger fights, the big fights.
Congratulations. Would you fight Joet again?
¿Pelearías con Joel otra vez?
Sí, claro, es una pelea emocionante. Yo anticipé antes de esta pelea que quería yo peleas de este tipo, de esta calidad. Y yo sin duda alguna estaría dispuesta a acceder a una revancha porque yo sé que es un espectáculo seguro.
Of course, this is the kind of fight I'm looking for, and without a doubt, I will give him the rematch.
Thank you very much. The best of your heart was on display tonight. Joet, I know you're disappointed, but you put on a great show tonight. Did you feel that you lost?
Did I feel what?
That you lost?
Honestly, it was a close fight. I felt
Look at his face.
I heard him, I believe, in the third or fourth round with the right hand. He buckled.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I had the fight, man. I honestly did. I thought I had it 7 rounds to 5, 8 rounds to 4. I was really surprised by that score, 118, 110, I believe. But it is what it is, man. I came and I did my best.
Mike Basil did a heck of a job on that eye, but how much did it affect you through the fight?
Honestly, I felt good. You know, he did catch me with the punch, but the swelling after that was, you know, just from me catching it on my gloves and my wrist hitting my face. But yeah, man, it is what it is.
You've been here twice now, and both times come up short. Completely different fights, but where do you go from here?
Just back in the gym, man. Just keep working. You know, just try to fight the best fighters, try to give the fans a great fight, and hopefully I get another opportunity, but I'm gonna continue to work.
Joet, thank you very much. You put the best of your heart on display tonight.
He's had 2 title shots, man. It's going to be hard for him to get another one.
With you on the State of Boxing post-fight show, and
I want to skim through this. Here, let me let it play muted in the background and see if they got Bob Arum. You know, I've been really struggling covering boxing the last few months. Even though I'm back full time now, I got a nice little stretch from now until about the beginning of February or so. I could really just like tone down and, you know, covering boxing. I've been covering boxing under duress. So normally, well, basically, from my understanding, the ring walk for this fight wasn't until close to 1 a.m. Eastern on Friday. I was in bed by 9 p.m. You know, my goal was to cover it yesterday morning. Saturday morning, meaning, as you can see, it's Sunday, 10:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ooh, that's where the face got broken, from my understanding. But yeah, overall, like I was saying, like he's a good fighter. But I feel him not being, whoa, I gotta give you a clip of that. Him not being technically, you know, watch this shit right here. I mean, don't get me wrong, he can beat you up, but his power, I'm concerned that it won't carry up to 130 pounds. And also, he's going to get touched up by Oscar Valdez. Even though Oscar Valdez, a lot of people feel he got a gift, including myself. But still, you got to think he was going through a lot. We have to factor that in. You know, the whole juicing scandal and the herbal tea. And, you know, just that whole distraction throughout, you know, the fight week and the build up. Here is the punch stats, by the way. Pause it if you have to. Almost 1,000 punches thrown by Navarrete. And you can expect that. That's his shit. That's what he does. And another thing I want to look at is the 126-pound division. The last fight I was at as media. No, actually it wasn't. I believe the last fight, I went to J-Rock Rosario and Gary Russell versus Nyembe, y'all. That was Gary Russell's last fight, by the way. I don't know which one came after. But Gary Russell hasn't fought since the beginning of 2020, defending his WBC title. Leo Santa Cruz hasn't defended his WBA Super World title in 31 months. What's that? February of 2019 or 20? February 2020. No, 19. Bro. You know, and he's still recovering from being knocked out by Tank Davis just a little close to a year ago. But something's got to be done about that. So we're talking about, why is Emmanuel Navarrete possibly targeting Oscar Valdez? Is because Kid Galahad is taking on Kinko Martinez for the IBF title. Gary Russell hasn't fought, and from my understanding, he's got to fight Mark Magsayo, right? Because Ray Vargas is still dealing with some injuries from the broken leg that he had from a motorcycle accident. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't know Andre Ward was via satellite. I thought he was there the whole time. Tripping.
5 or 6, maybe 7 rounds on my scorecard that I said close round or swing round. You know, so I think anywhere around 115, 130.
Yeah, let me turn that down because I don't want to. We're not going to be here no 20 minutes talking about this fight. What was I doing? I was looking at the rankings. And Leo Santa Cruz, as we said, he hasn't fought. Lee Wood, by the way, and Mick Conlon are in negotiations to fight for this world title, and then the winner will be ordered to fight Leo Santa Cruz unless Leo Santa Cruz vacates, and then they'll be elevated to the winner, which I feel may happen. So up at 130 pounds, this week, Jamel Herring is going to be taking on Shakur Stevenson. The IBF, they're still trying to figure this out with Rakhimov and Ogawa. What happened between that? I don't know. I don't remember. Chris Colbert and Roger Gutierrez are going to fight for the WBA interim title. WBA super title. And Tank officially vacated? Okay, good for him. And then you have Oscar Valdez, who doesn't have a fight right now. So him and Navarrete, it's going to do some numbers. It's going to sell. You know, and it's going to be an exciting fight. But I just feel that Navarrete, you know, is bitten off more than he can chew. You know, going up there. And if he wins, you know, I'm not going to say it'll be an upset, but I'm going to be surprised and shocked. So with that being said, let's see if we get anything from Bob Arum. I'm just skimming through this episode. Look at his face. Jesus. And he talking about the shit just was bouncing off the gloves and the elbows. Bro. Bro. You know? Jeez, get that man to a hospital. I'm trying to see if they get any information from Bob Arum. No, they're talking about Fury Wilder 3. All right, well, with that being said, I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. Down below in the description box, I put some links to an app if you have some time to download. It's the WBC Channels app powered by the Vive Network. I put a link for Roku, Android, Apple. Trust me, sometime in the future, very soon, it's going to come in handy. Take your time out, like the video, follow me on Twitter at TstreeT Controversy. Please subscribe.